What a match we just witnessed in Raipur, a nail-biting, high-scoring thriller that went right down to the wire. South Africa have pulled off one of their greatest ever away wins in ODI history, chasing down a massive target of 359 to level the series 1-all. It was an absolute masterclass in chasing under pressure. And India? Well, they were left wondering what could have been. The stage was set for an Indian victory after centuries from the imperious Virat Kohli and a brilliant Rudraj Gaikwad. The Indian innings started with a bang thanks to Rohit Sharma's quick cameo and Yashasvi Jaiswal's steady start. But the real magic began when Kohli and Gaikwad came together. They built a majestic 195-run partnership that looked set to take the game away from South Africa completely. Kohli's 53rd ODI 100 was pure class, a vintage performance built on incredible strike rotation and a perfectly timed late acceleration. He just knows how to construct an innings. And at the other end, Rudraj Gaikwad announced his arrival on the ODI stage with his maiden century, showcasing his fantastic adaptability across all formats. He looked so comfortable, so composed, with these two firing on all cylinders, and then KL Rahul coming in to blast a blistering 66 off just 43 balls. India looked poised for a massive total, maybe even touching 380. But this proved to be crucial. India's momentum fizzled out in the final 5 overs. They scored far fewer runs than expected, and that missing buffer, those extra 20 to 30 runs, would come back to haunt them as the dew set in. Chasing a mammoth 359, South Africa needed something special, and they got it from their captain, Aiden Markram. He produced one of the finest ODI innings you'll see from a visiting opener in India. It was a knock filled with elegance, precision, and incredible calm under immense pressure. After losing Quinton de Kock early, Markram started cautiously, but then he just smoothly shifted through the gears. His cover drives and strokes through extra cover were a sight to behold, timed to absolute perfection. He brought up his 50 off 52 balls and then began to target India's less experienced pacers, particularly Prasidh Krishna, who just couldn't find the right length against him. Markram was equally effective against the spinners, using the sweep and slog sweep to disrupt the rhythm of Ravindra Jadeja and Kuldeep Yadav, forcing Rohit Sharma to constantly chop and change his fields. While Temba Bavuma and later Matthew Britsky played their parts rotating the strike, Markram was the undisputed anchor of the chase. He controlled the tempo, never letting the required run rate get out of hand. He smashed 10 fours and 4 sixes, each one a clean, commanding strike. He became the first South African opener since 2010 to score an ODI 100 in India, a truly magnificent achievement. His 110 off just 98 balls was the bedrock of this historic chase. By the time he was dismissed, just after reaching his century, he had already tilted the game decisively in South Africa's favor. The foundation laid by Markram was so strong that it allowed the batsmen who followed to attack with freedom. And this is where the game truly slipped away from India. The dew became a massive factor. The wet ball was like a bar of soap, repeatedly slipping from the bowler's hands. They had to change the ball twice, but it made little difference. The spinners couldn't grip it, and the seamers lost any swing they might have had. This is when Dul Brewis and Matthew Britsky stepped up to deliver the knockout punches, while Temba Bavuma had contributed a solid 46. It was the partnership between Britsky and Brewis that broke India's back. Britsky played a wonderfully composed knock of 68, but Dul Brewis was simply electrifying. He smashed an explosive 54 from just 34 balls. Together, they added a blistering 92 runs in just 69 balls, and you could feel the belief draining from the Indian side. To make matters worse, India's fielding completely fell apart under the pressure. Misfields, fumbles with the wet ball, and sloppy ground fielding probably gifted South Africa at least 25 extra runs. It was an uncharacteristically poor display in the field from a team that usually sets high standards. While bowlers like Prasidh Krishna and Harshet Rana did pick up some key wickets, they also leaked runs at crucial moments. Arshdeep Singh was the standout bowler for India, but he just didn't get enough support from the other end. The pressure was relentless. Even with some late drama, including injuries to Tony DeZorzi and Nandre Berger, the Proteas never lost their composure. It's all on the line. Winner takes all. You will not want to miss that one. Thanks for watching, guys. What did you think of the match? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cricket content. We'll see you for the decider.